have you now? Hello? Which one is that? Is that Curry? Meow. Let's see. Sounds like it's working. You hear me? You hear me? Unfortunately.
Quick adjustment.
Okay, I can hear everything.
Yeah, when I remade the source, it was at full volume again, so got that fixed. And also it was echoing for a minute because I forgot to make it monitor only. But it's all fixed now. We're all good in the hood.
There's no hoods to be good.
I don't know. I think this situation looks pretty good. You've got a twink with a knife against his throat, just the way you like them. Nothing?
Listen, I'm not gonna say anything. So if I give you what you want, what you really, really want.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I wanna. Oh.
Oh, have I been stream pinged?
No, you
I
haven't.
have. Check and mate. Who are we mating with?
Leon S. Kennedy. We gotta have those strong genetics, you know? The ones that Chris Redfield believes in.
Okay, so that's who you're mating with. Who am I with? Who's left for me?
Thea.
Acceptable.
There you go. Oh my goodness. So many logics. Okay, probably 6-shot revolver and Rook's gun first.
How do you figure?
It said it was a 6-shot revolver, right? Then Rook's gun?
Has not been fired.
No, well, I mean, I don't know if it's just like, you know, not easy to acquire in this country. Maybe like, oh, maybe it's similar. That's just my thought.
I just loaded, so fine. We'll try it your way.
Okay, I could very well be wrong. That's just my first thought. Hey.
Fuck you.
What do you mean? Fuck you! What do you mean? I just know how Ace Attorney works.
Do you though?
Listen, sometimes I don't, but when I do.
Two guns are exactly the same. Minus one having a laser sight and the other one not having been fired.
They're the same.
Meaning it's likely that the one we found is also from Zhengfa.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The bodyguards all get their hang on. The bodyguards all got their guns from Zhengfa authorities, right?
Yes.
Are they like super rare or anything?
No, I don't believe so. This model isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not impossible either.
Boo! And here I thought they might be valuable treasures!
Yes, it is something of a shame.
Oh, I just mentioned treasures, and you actually responded for once.
I only mean to point out that if the guns were rarer, it would be much easier to trace them. Which would have made them treasures of the evidence variety, I suppose.
See? Everything's a treasure hunt one way or another, including this investigation.
You could say that.
Great then. It's treasure hunting time. On with the investigation.
She certainly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden.
Hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Fuck you.
What do you? Why are we fucking? You literally got that one right. What do you mean?
Just because. For
Okay.
content.
Mm-hmm.
2 bullets were fired in total. We know this because 2 shots were heard. One traveled through the flag and into the balloon. The other took Mr. Rook's life.
There's a bullet in the president's vest too, right? How's that possible? How's that possible?
How indeed? The numbers don't add up. This math ain't mathing, as you like to say, Kay.
Yeah. This isn't girl math.
However, there is one possible explanation. Ace math.
There is?
After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, 2 of our bullets were in fact 1.
No way! Way. Hang on. Way. There you go.
Are you out of your mind?
Hang on.
Are you out of your mind?
Ha 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 ha! Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys!
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys!
Sorry, what's snappy response?
Your mother.
Oh, very good. Sorry. I've been seeing some of these that were added. He's
You-
right.
you-
If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse.
Do you remember that one episode of Futurama? That's where that's from.
Yeah. I love Futurama.
And he wasn't injured at all by the impact. Even when obstructed by a vest, a bullet can inflict serious damage. Well, Edgeworth, it was both obstructed by a vest and also passed through an entire person on its way to get to the vest, so it probably lost a lot of force through that trip.
Nah. Sure, I've known guys who got broken bones that way.
You know other guys?
Shut up. But the president's okay. He's made of strong stuff. Not as strong as my cock, though. Sounds like he doesn't
Put
even
it back
need
in
a
your
vest.
holster. Let's not get carried away here. I want that bullet's ballistic markings analyzed.
What those are again?
We go through this every game, don't we?
Every game! Oh boy. What are ballistic markings? Can you guess what ballistic markings are?
Guns leave a unique pattern of grooves on every bullet they fire. By examining these grooves, we can use them to identify which gun it came from. You can think of them as the fingerprints of a gun. And fingerprints are... well, you can think of them as the ballistic markings of the finger.
I don't like that. Then what are we waiting for? Analyze away! Might be easier said than done. The bullet hissed. Solid armor. The impact will have completely flattened it. You'll be lucky if there's anything left for forensics to find.
Why are you happy about that?
What? But I was all set for some analyzing.
You said anal.
I love anal. What? Who said that?
It's a good thing we don't have that recorded.
What? Recordings?
That's quite enough investigating for now. It's taking so long, Detective Gumshoe. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, have you solved the case? No, not yet. Is that so? Then perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you to do so. Another witness? Who?
You don't mean...
The most important witness of all. The man on the other side of that door. He really intends to have me question the president? Now, if you would be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop right there, the killer! You're fucking nuts if you think I'd let him anywhere near you!
Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you're watching us through your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's life.
Grr. I'm angry.
Well then, if nothing else, we now know what kind of a man you really are.
A dead one. Mr. President! Stop! You can't do this! Let's all just calm down, alright?
Detective, where in blazes are you?
Eek!
What's wrong, Kay? Did you feel a spider? The lights! What's happening? Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I would advise you to stay very still. It seems like I will not be granted my audience with the president, after all. Even with Mr. Knight's life as my bargaining chip.
No! Stop! Yeah.
Hey! You won't get away with this, the killer. I've seen enough, and now I know the truth. Where are you? Where did you go? Argh! I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. Worth. Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe? Daddy! Mr. Edgeworth, Daddy! Aw, he didn't Shelley to kill Knight. March 25th, 4:45 p.m., Zhengfa Presidential Plane. I must have been knocked unconscious. Sir, you're okay!
Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
Never mind me. He didn't hurt you, did he, Kay?
Nah, I'm fine. Only just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it. So you can stop worrying.
Hey, are you sure you don't have drain damage?
Be a little. Yoink.
Detective, did you manage to stop Shelley the killer? Well, see, Miss Lloyd came running out of the plane, and, she told us he'd flown the coop. We were too late. I'm sorry, Daddy. Bodyguard over there told us something too. Seems there's an inflatable boat missing from the window. So there is. The killer must have stole it and rowing himself across the lake. What about the cordon around the park? I called everybody back in to stake out the plane, including the guys stationed across the water. No, so he's completely slipped through our fingers? Not the best look for the department, but yeah.
Edgeworth. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we imagining right now?
You know my nipples are over here, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, I knew that. Ignore that. Nothing happened.
Horse Knight. You're alive. Oh well.
Who are you calling a horse? Yeah, no thanks to that murderer.
Your name is literally Bronco.
Yeah, so?
Are you perhaps stupid? Oh,
You're
that
wrong.
reminds me. I found this lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Calling card, marked with a seashell. Guess he wanted to leave a message. Calling card data jotted down in my organizer. This probably isn't going to end up like the receipt in Turnabout Sisters, is it?
Oh god.
Left behind by the assassin Shelley the Killer when he made his escape, adorned with his distinctive seashell fire emblem. The killer usually leaves these next to the bodies of his victims. But you're not dead, sir. But I could have been. Maybe that's the message. I can't stop thinking about his parting words. I have seen enough, and now I know the truth. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. And now I know the truth. The truth about what?
Roger that. All clear out here, sir. Over.
What's going on?
That was the president. He's coming out
Well, good for
of
him.
the closet.
Now?
I know, of all times. I can't believe it. I'm proud of him, honestly. Oh, Wing. The lying.
Or Huang, if you're playing the fan translation.
I wonder why it's Swan instead. What does Swan actually mean?
I wonder which one is faithful to the original script. So he's the president of Zhongfa, Mr. Dejan Wang.
I know it. I know it's like a very common Chinese last name. So I wonder why they went with Wang instead.
And you are? It is an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth.
Oh. Okay, so Juan and Wang actually are both pinyin, which, you know, romanticizations of the word in Chinese, like the actual like
romanticizations.
No, romanizations. There you go. Yeah. So that's why.
The honor is all mine. The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Dejan Wang. Yes, I am aware my name means penis in your language. Your efforts on behalf of Zhongfa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis. He must be referring to the Atagarasu case, because I've made a real dog's dinner of this one. Thank you, sir. But all I did was solve a few local cases of murder. You are too humble. I have been observing your investigation. You are an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth. Even if Shelley the Killer did get away. That's very kind of you to say. So he was watching through his security feed. Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes. What do you mean? Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. No, I'm not flipping you off. Night has apprised me of the state of affairs. And from this point forward, the case will be handled by Zhongfa's police force, the finest in the world. Well, if they're so fine, then why weren't they guarding you instead of the external company? Even with the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case? What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks to Daddy Edgeworth like that! If it hadn't have been for him, the killer would have... Effective? Forgive him, Mr. President. He knows not what he says. Ever. But I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhengfa's jurisdiction. You fail to see? Enough, puny prosecutor! You seek explanations from a head of state? I say no! 1,000 times no! I will not explain myself to you. Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourselves from this plane.
I'd do as he says if I were you, Edgeworth.
This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Oh damn, case evidence really handed to Mr. Knight.
Damn. Okay. Clean slate.
Why? Why let us come so far and... Why let us try so hard and come so far, only to pull the case out from under us as if it didn't even matter?
It doesn't even matter.
Dijon Wang is 58. Now you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect!
Yes, sir. Right away.
To make an attempt on my life? To murder one of my faithful servants? The effrontery! The villainy!
I didn't murder nobody.
Hello, Nicole Swift.
Cause I... Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist! Look at my giant cock! I mean my gun. I'm gonna shoot this at your head.
Singing and answer me this. In a world already lousy with lies, with deception, with sin and iniquity, can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I say no! 1,000 times no! There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why, you ask me? Then I will tell you why.
I don't have enough time for this shit.
He's hiding something, I'm certain of it. This guy opens his big mouth and Edgeworth just hears meowing noises.
Meow 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 meow.
If I leave now, we'll never know the truth.
Meow 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 meow.
Daddy Edgeworth, sir!
Mr. Edgeworth, there's gotta be something we can do.
Think, Miles, remember. Perhaps it is time for mind chess? How many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? You've confronted the lies of witnesses and countered the arguments of other lawyers. Has the critical evidence always been laid at your feet? No. And yet you always got to the truth of the situation in the end. Well, Phoenix always leads you to it after you spend the entire case arguing the opposite way. But yep. We needn't split hairs. With your greatest weapon of all, your words.
Oh.
Now, let us analyze the state of play. Begone, puny prosecutor! Or do you dare to defy the direct order of a president? This time I am totally flipping you off. It's just being censored. He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure rhetorical force. When an opponent is on the offensive, the best thing I can do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's a head of state, a seasoned politician. He won't open up himself to attack easily. I can't let him bully me into submission. Oh my. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, like Apollo Justice, I may be able to find my moment. My first aim should be to find out why he is insisting on Zheng Fa taking over the case. The board is set. Time to make my opening gambit. Mind chess. Commence. Explain to me why I'm off the case. Could you at least explain to me why I am off the case? Imbecile! Cease your insolent jabbering! I need not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they are none of your concern. If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. Please, about the case. Did I give you permission to speak? No! 1,000 times no! Bide my time. I am the leader of Zheng Fa. I have no time for your insolent backchat. I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You said that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force. I do. Now enough of your pointless questions. Good boy. The interior of this plane is the sovereign territory of Zheng Fa. You have no rights here. Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? I should keep that in mind. It could be a useful clue. I need not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own and they are none of your concern. Perhaps it is time to employ my clue. In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location. You smarmy smart aleck! As you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zheng Fa. And from that we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritoriality apply inside here. Is that correct? Enough! Cease your objectionable whining! Are things getting too hot for you? You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated. You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It's true. Extraterritoriality applies. Your laws mean nothing here.
Why this again, though? Oh my god. Sorry.
And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here. Interesting. So the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all of this. Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that the plane is sovereign territory, shall we? This next move will surely decide the victor.
Isn't that like a thing? Like, planes are weird because, like, it's like if a baby is born in a plane, it's like usually like it's whatever country they're in that is their nationality. And if they're not born within like a place that's actually nationality, I can't remember what they're called then. Anyway, I know there's a bunch of stuff with planes. Anyway, sorry.
He may be the president, but nobody is untouchable. Touch, touch. I just have to find the right angle of attack. Touch, touch. Stop poking my nipples! You've overplayed your hand. Surely you see that you have overplayed your hand. Nobody asked for your opinion. You need only obey me. Nothing else. Now sit, boy. You dare tell me how to govern? How to lead? You dare contradict me? On the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt? Yes, I do. No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There is nothing left to debate. Well, I still have plenty to say. You must have realized by now what a massive corner you've talked yourself into. Worthless, meaningless bluster! Some pathetic ploy to buy time, perhaps?
Oh, no.
Maybe it was a little pathetic to chime in like that here.
Okay,
I can't let him bully me onto the back foot. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find an opening. Does that rule really apply here? You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it? Do you even understand what you are asking? Of course. If I didn't, I wouldn't ask it. Have you no shame? Calling into question the good word of one such as myself? I have nothing to be ashamed of. You must have realized by now what a
Yeah, I was gonna say I would buy my time.
I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your own foolishness. You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who is being wrongfully accused of this crime. Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. She is not going to fuck you, bro. Not interested. Ace.
No.
The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Jungfa! Ace. If I want to take this any further,
Gay.
I'll need a clue of some kind. It's not Miles Edgeworth gay attorney investigations. Let me try another tack for now.
It must be the other route, but I guess just keep buying your time.
Enough of your questions. Out! Now! Curses. Only lost one bit of health. I can't give up now. I have to keep pushing. Yeah, I could have sworn I already bided my time on the you've overplayed your hand part, so
Yeah, but you probably have to do it. It looked like you have to do it twice, maybe? Or I don't know if that's, you're just gonna keep biding your time. Because you did... Let's see what happens to this.
who else could have fired from outside the plane? There is no other viable suspect. Fascinating. So he's claiming that Miss Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane. This could be a vital clue. I've exhausted this avenue of inquiry. Let me try another angle. Time to deploy my clue. She fired at you from outside the plane.
No.
I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified. Hope that I have tested by a mere prosecutor, but I am a president! The president! Check. Mate. Emotional damage recovered.
Okay. Very dramatic.
I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President.
I feel like he's gonna rip off his suit at one point. I don't know why, but his muscles are about to, like, be exposed from that shirt. Like, oh my god. Like
You're
they're
imagining. You're imagining them, aren't you?
shut up. But like, come on now. Am I wrong?
You're into dilfs.
Shut up! You're right, but shut up! Listen, I'm not into this man, but I'm just saying. Like that
Oh
shirt.
no, you definitely aren't. You're just expecting him to take his shirt off.
No, but like, look at him. Don't you agree with me?
You want to see him flex his muscles and bust right out of that shirt, but you're not into him at all.
Why do you do this to me?
You do it to yourself, honestly.
I
With your
don't.
denial.
I haven't. What did I do?
I hereby officially and unreservedly confirm my approval. Consider it a gesture of the magnanimity and generosity for which my good office is known. Yes, for without noble acts such as these, unmistakably and irrefutably, for which reason why we hereby... there can be no other outcome, for our goals are lofty and our hearts... People of Zhongfa, I swear to you here and now, this investigation will continue.
Oh, that when he could have just said, "Okay, you got me." What the fuck?
Okay,
Horse
what's your
Knight.
language?
Horse Knight, if you would care to return the fucking evidence.
Peh, take it. And stop calling me a horse. God.
Case evidence retrieved from the horse.
We did, Mr. Edgeworth. We got it back from the horse. Unless you're talking about my cock. Shut up.
We
You know,
sure
horses
did,
have magic
and now the
cocks.
investigation can continue.
What? Enjoy your pocket full of pawns.
So why do you know that about horses, Mr. Knight?
No comment. Shut up. Lack of evidence.
See, I wouldn't know anything about cocks of any sort, because I am Ace.
Oh my god! Why won't you let me? Why won't you let me have my head cannon?
Because we're on my channel, not yours.
Damn it! I'll be over here enjoying how you put them into play. Come over here. I'm gonna shoot this gun at you.
Is that a euphemism? Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor, if you would be so kind. What is it? Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself? Now you want me to testify?
Whoa, whoa! That's your next move?
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa.
If you want the president to testify, you have to take him to court, bitch.
All in good time, Horse Knight. I will court him soon enough. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigative stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasons for doing so.
That's...
What's the matter? Is there something you'd rather we didn't know? Stand down, Knight. I'll do as the prosecutor asks. Thank you for your cooperation. Now listen, and listen well.
Why my dog
For-
barking?
President Wang's testimony. Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then, bang! A shot rang out, and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then, a second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
I guess if you look at it in one way, the president is also a victim here.
You guess? You guess the man who got shot might be a victim if you look at it in a certain way?
Yeah. What about it?
Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination. Rook was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But that makes it even weirder. Why would the target of a crime try to obstruct the investigation? Sadie! Why are you barking?
Why are you barking at Sadie?
Hang on, I'm gonna go and grab my dog because I think she's lonely.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Sadie. Sadie.
I brought Sadie up down here. She was so sad. Weren't you, Sadie?
Could we potentially have Sadie cam while she's in your arms?
Sure. I'll grab her. I put her in my bed, so I just okay. Well, actually, I can just turn on my camera. Hang on, and I'll just like point it at her. Share devices. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, well, we got a cat. We also got like stuff that's destroyed. Whatever. Nope. I hate this wire. I have to actually grab her. Because this like unplugs itself. Hang on. I have to actually grab her. Sadie? Sadie, come here. Sadie, come here. We want to do a camera of you. Hi. Come here, my darling. Oh my goodness. I'll put it back in a second. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Share. Got that. I'm gonna go share. Share devices. Face cam. You're gonna just see how messy everything is around, but that's just it. What can you do when you live in a shoe?
There it is, on stream.
You can see how messy my hair is too. But dog. Oh my goodness. There we go, Kuro. He's chilling.
Like
Sadie,
a villain.
Sadie. Hi. Sadie, you're making this like difficult. We're gonna go down a little. There's the dog. There she is. Aww. Sadie. Hi. Are you so lonely? Oh, she was so lonely. Yeah. She's like, I miss my mommy and daddy. They're gone out and they hate me. Why do they hate me so much, Lily? Oh my goodness.
Mwah.
She's pretty content now though. She's happy to be my
She loves
How
being
sweet.
content.
Look at hi Sadie. Are you distracting? Yeah. Alright. Oh, enough of this. Very good, that's it. I hope you enjoyed.
Okay, Sadie cam is over.
Peak content, I think.
But better than this game.
This game's not bad. You can't say it's bad until
Yeah.
you finish the game.
I never said this game was bad. I said Sadie cam was better.
That's true. It's shady. Schmady.
My guess is that there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public. Perhaps he and his bodyguards weren't a threesome together.
I mean, a threesome, huh? I knew there was more to this case than meets the eye. I really wanted to say a threesome, so I had to take Gumshoe's line. I'm sorry.
Gumshoe, I believe the word you were looking for was throuple.
Oh,
And the president isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, horse? Time to get to the bottom of this once and for all.
Aww.
Hold it!
And how would you describe the incident exactly? Oh, you naive little man. Do you really think your silly, simple question will shake me? I was involved in a craven attempt to silence me with cold steel. And while I was speaking to my adoring public, no less.
Hold it!
When they stepped in to protect you, were you aware of the fact that you were being targeted? Was I aware of that? No, I was aware of my audience! Nothing else! When I step up to the podium, I enter another world entirely. A place of rapture. A place beyond worlds. A place beyond words. A place where I'm coming!
I'm coming? Yeah, I think that's called coming. I mean, stage fright. I thought you were like a deer in headlights.
No, 1,000 times no. I remember every second. Each moment is indelibly etched into my memory. When Rook and Knight stepped in, I was shocked, overwhelmed, taken aback.
Hold it!
About that red balloon, were there perhaps 98 more of them? Are you trying to test me, Mr. Prosecutor? No, Mr. President. I simply wish to confirm what you remember. Very well. There were two very large, very round balloons, one on either side of the stage. Their deep crimson hues stood stark against the sky, just as the security plan said they would.
Interesting.
The same security plan we found in the trash can, I assume. Rook and Knight leapt to my aid just before the balloon exploded. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. You said they tried to escort you back onto the plane? Yes! That is exactly what I said! Look at my muscles. They drive Star wild.
Shut up! I'm gonna kill you.
They threw open their attaché cases. That must be the moment Kay captured on camera. And immediately moved to help me back onto the aircraft. And then the second shot.
Hold it!
Do you know where that second bullet went? Is this how you treat a foreign dignitary? Or do you really think such needling questions necessary?
Whoa, what's he so upset about?
Must you insist on going over the same details again and again? Even my patience has its limits.
Hang on, Sadie. You go on. Bye-bye.
You know full well where it went. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
Hold it!
If I may ask, what was the victim like in that moment? He was a man amongst men! A real hero! The mere impact of the bullet took my breath away, and yet he had the strength to grab me and rush me back inside the presidential plane. So you and the victim entered the plane together, is that correct? Yes, he offered his noble protection, and I gladly accepted it. All was as it should be. That sounds nice and all, but doesn't that just mean he's always the first to make his escape? He's the president, Detective. It's basically in his job description to do so.
Nothing he's saying seems too off base.
As the victim here, wouldn't make much sense for him to lie to us, would it? You know? Guess we gotta assume he's telling the... No. One of the things he said is clearly wrong. Think back to the scene of the crime.
Huh? Did we miss something? Alright, let me see that evidence again.
I might as well take another look myself. to remember to save first, because this game can be stupid.
Objection!
That was no red balloon. That was the Steel Samurai, you Philistine.
How could you say something so cruel?
You say that it was a plain red balloon that burst. But I strongly beg to differ. Well, take a look at this. I think you'd agree that it's hardly plain, wouldn't you? No! Why do you look like you have a frog in your mouth?
Because I do!
Who is that? Mr. President, meet the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him. Especially if you were hoping to ingratiate yourself with the people of this country.
Yeah, you need to watch Damon in the 2. He's amazing, even more so than Steel Samurai. Okay,
Shut the fuck up, Kay. I hate you. So you see, the balloon that was struck by the bullet was anything but plain. It was, in fact, of the Steel Samurai. So? But the briefing mentioned 2 plain red balloons. And there they are, right on the security plan.
They do look pretty plain, don't they? Just simple, round balloons.
Knight, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself!
Yes, Mr. President. It seems the Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute, sir.
Borrowed?
You're saying someone wanted to buy this? I would buy it in a heartbeat. That's what we were told.
I've already bought 6, in fact, to line my garden with.
Oh my god, that's a curse thought.
Good thing we reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on site last night. One of the original balloons burst somehow. Where are your nipples to Edgeworth? Let me feel them. So they swapped it.
I think you're closer to on track to pinching Mr. Wang's nipples.
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits, I guess. So they swapped it in emergency replacement? Yeah, one of the stall holders happened to have it. From what I hear, he was more than willing to lend it out. A very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they say.
Kind of a fuckboy, you might say.
No.
Kind of a fuckboy stallholder with a Steel Samurai balloon to spare.
Oh
Huh.
gosh.
They filled just the bomb part up with air to make it look like the other ornamental balloon.
So,
That's
well,
cursed.
it was
I'm sorry. Drowning the Steel Samurai. No.
drowning and inflation.
No.
So, while it was a Steel Samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above water. Is that the long and short of it? Knight? Why was I not informed of this?
Sorry, sir. We just didn't think it was a pressing issue.
Which was a very reasonable thing to assume. And indeed, you saw it and knew no different, correct? Yes, I suppose so. Could he really have mistaken the Steel Samurai's pants for a plain red balloon? Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon. Of course! What's that outburst for? Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon. You couldn't see it? That's right. The wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the sides of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocking my view. Is that so? Yes, those 2 flags. They were being blown back towards me.
Interesting given,
Yeah. I think he's lying. Chat. I think he's lying. Just a hunch, I don't know.
There would have been a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident, strong enough to blow the flags in just such a fashion. But does that conflict in any way with our understanding of the case?
Wow, I wonder!
Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction. It has? Yes, a contradiction that could turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly for the most part. If the wind had previously been blowing the flags as the President describes, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning. Which piece of evidence contradicts the stated conditions of the stage at the time of the incident?
Take that!
No.
Fuck off!
Interesting. The thing that will turn this whole case on its head.
Sorry, Edgeworth, this gambit isn't working. I think you might have to tip your king.
Take that!
No. Nothing in.
Take that!
Oh, that's right. Very good.
Earlier, we deduced that the bullet that struck the steel samurai and the bullet that passed through the flag were one and the same.
So,
From these two things, we further deduced the trajectory that the bullet must have taken. Go ahead.
Nothing.
Go ahead.
No, nothing. Never mind.
No, definitely mind. Still minding.
Okay, keep finding then.
Say again?
Never mind. Nothing!
What were you going to say?
What were you going to say? No, the time before that. No, the time before that. Never mind! I have an idea! Nothing important. Don't worry.
What you have to say is always important to me, because you're
Wow.
important to me.
That's good. But I was gonna say nothing. Keep going. Nothing of
I'm going-
relevance. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
I still want to hear it.
I know. I don't even know what I was gonna say anymore. Just keep going.
You were probably going to talk about how you really want Wang to flex and his shirt to pop off.
I'm gonna kill you.
And you hope each of his
Fuck
nipples is a
you.
little Wang.
Okay, sorry, my mind just fucking busted with that one. What the hell?
And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But if the flags were blowing as the president describes, our conclusion becomes quite different.
No way!
Way.
Hang on, I was gonna get the soundboard off and then you made the noise.
Way.
No way, Leon. No way, Leon.
If the flags were pointing the other direction.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Exactly. Our trajectory changes completely.
Wow! It's almost like it was horse or something. Stop calling me horse. I'm not horse. Yeah, you're a horse face. No!
Although this does sink our theory because horse was to the left of the president, or to the right, stage left, or whatever. And if we trace that trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired that shot.
Hey, that would mean...
Yes, I know. We may not yet understand the reason why, but it can only have been one person who did it. Who does the bullet's new trajectory implicate as the one who fired the shot?
Okay, so it is horse.
Take that!
The person who fired that shot was none other than you, you fucking horse.
But what? And I'm not a horse!
The path from the balloon back through the flag leads directly to the spot where you were standing. Extrapolations from bullet trajectories suggest that Knight fired the shots that popped the balloon. But the guy's one of the president's bodyguards! Why the fuck would he go around shooting balloons? This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? That Mr. Knight, a horse who has saved my life countless times, is my would-be assassin?
Seriously, Edgeworth? We put up with a lot from you, but this? We're President Wayne's bodyguard. We're the pieces put on the board to protect the king. Yeah, the personality.
I'll handle this horse.
Sorry, sir. I kind of like it when you call me horse, though. Kind of turns me on, you know?
I know it does, puppy. Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was...
Outburst from Jean-Paul are just like they call everyone puppy. That's just it. Wing. Lang. That rhymes.
Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it not? Therefore I need proof! Proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during that crucial moment.
Oh,
Is this
where
I showcase photos?
Yeah, I saw it. It was in the second picture, right?
First picture, I thought. The first shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. I have a piece of evidence that shows just that. Perhaps it can also show us what was happening with the flag then too.
Take that!
Your proof is in this pudding right here. This pudding should be good. Which one? Where? Can someone bring me a spoon? We can say which way the flag was really blowing right here.
Take that!
Well, do you deny that it clearly shows the flag? Aye. There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting. You should be Gumshoe for now while I'm voicing Wang.
That balloon over there. Did they shoot the balloon? That pal over there did shoot the balloon. The balloon shot the balloon. Yes.
The woman over there?
The pal.
So that means the horse over there did shoot the balloon?
Making him the assassin?
Mr. Knight.
That's hard.
This feels like a trick question.
Cause is he the assassin? I don't think so.
Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss.
Yeah, besides, why would he even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? To cover up for the assassin? And watch how you answer, or I might aim for something else. Next. Like
There
your
was a-
tiny little penis.
There was a point, I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Knight definitely shot the balloon. That fact alone changes everything about the case.
I guess it's gonna have to be night and night.
Why did Knight's assigned position change?
I
I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage. Like, is that the only reason? Let us suppose that the plan hadn't changed, that Knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he even have been able to shoot the balloon closest to him? Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? And if we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? No. That's right. The president was the one who ordered the change.
Oh, so was it not a real assassination attempt? Or just like okay.
When all you have is a hammer.
Yes, so?
If I'm reading things right, the president knew in advance about the balloon shooting. Which means he must have had foreknowledge he would be in someone's crosshairs today as well. And if that's true, then everything else that's been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? And why would they then carry out the shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? Why use a laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all despite a direct hit to his vest? These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider. There is only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun. To create the illusion of an assassination attempt.
What?
Huh?
Grrr.
Baka, you do understand what you're saying.
Oh, I understand all too well. By the way, why did you call me Baka? I thought you were from Zhengfa, not Japan.
Wait, what's idiot? Hang on! I gotta see what idiot in Chinese is! Hang on! I don't know idiot in Chinese. Hang on. I'm gonna probably butcher this. Idiot in Chinese. Idiot in Chinese. Hang on.
Baichu? I think.
I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden. How dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of joke? Oh, it is no joke, I assure you. It is simply the truth, as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning. Nothing more. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause a panic. And then, he fired again.
He did?
Yes, he fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. As for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit.
So then, what's the deal with the one in the vest?
I'm willing to bet that bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred.
So Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all.
Hold it! That's not true. I was shot, I tell you. I'm a hero. I'm a brave, brave man. We'll be able to verify that for ourselves once we take a closer look at the bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct? No! But you said it yourself! You found the shooter in a photograph! The person with the red hood! I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter. Horse.
Then where does Tabby fit into all this?
She was simply one part of their plan. In order to place the suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin.
The highly sus person with the red robe! Red robe? Red hood.
I have yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme, but I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point a laser sight at the president.
That's right. Then I was...
Tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into a panic, yes. Thus making the mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Then, when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled they could vanish into thin air.
But then the case would have gone cold!
Exactly what our friends here were hoping for.
Now why they wanted you off the case.
We didn't hear the first two words of that.
Makes sense now why they wanted you off the case.
Thank you. Thank you. Because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself. Oh shit, he went all might. I told you he was a lion. No, I... Presidential mask has well and truly slipped. Admit it, the entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it? If that stupid chief prosecutor hadn't insisted on assigning you... how could I let this happen?
Objection!
Objection. That's enough, Edgeworth.
Wait, why do you get a voice clip?
Wait, does that mean he's gonna come back?
Mr. Knight! Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now. Go eat an apple or something.
Joke's on you, I like oranges. Yeah, well, I'm doing my job as knight and protecting my king. So, get back. Look at these sick moves. Yeah, I'm like Dante from Devil May Cry. So go ahead, keep running your mouth.
Perhaps it would be better if we start threatening each other with words.
He wouldn't. Would he? Nah, I don't need this thing to shut you up. I got my fist. Alright, my move. Question. You claim I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure I did that in front of a crowd of thousands?
Excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. Save your game, player.
Baby.
You had a certain something that allowed you to conceal your actions.
A certain something, huh? Mighty specific.
Clearly, you can see his arm in the picture. Pointing clearly. Very good.
What did Knight use to hide his actions from the crowd?
Take that!
You used this to hide your suspect actions, didn't you?
Do we have actually an item for that?
And that makes me a suspect.
How? Oh, yes, we do.
I feel like the picture should count, but they're probably going to be like, can you prove I used it like that? Then we show the picture.
And you're like, well, you have your hands behind. And that makes me suspect how? Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but it's a pretty sus piece of evidence to pin your case on.
Finish your words, Kay. God damn it.
But I'm a Gen Z. Yeah, suspect enough to show I'm not your suspect.
I don't care what generation you belong to. If you want to hang around with me, then you will learn proper English.
Mr. Edgeworth.
The key question here is how Knight managed to fire his gun without the crowd noticing. He must have used something to cover things up. I'm sure
Like
there's
a
something
giant cock.
I'm sure there's something that captured the moment the incident occurred that I can review for a clue. Or present as evidence because, you know, fucking...
That'd be too easy.
Genuinely, there is no reason this shouldn't count.
The game says fuck you. That's why.
Take that!
My attaché case?
Attaché case.
My attaché case?
Parlez-vous français?
Petit peu.
Yes. Oui. Take a look at Kay's photograph. Your right hand is completely obscured by the case. There is no fucking reason presenting the photograph shouldn't have counted.
I love that. It's great because he literally he doesn't present the case. He literally presents the picture. That's great. I love this. I love it here.
Just for this, the highest I'm willing to rate this game is a 5 out of 10, even if it's perfect from here on out. At the very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun, and in such a way that you wouldn't be detected.
Objection!
Objection.
You don't like to let the facts in play with theory, do you, Edgeworth? Shame you don't seem to have noticed. My
Noticed
boner
what?
for you. The theory's all you have. Conjectures, nothing more. The flag was billowing in the wind at precisely the right moment. I hit my gun with the attaché case. We changed the security plan because I couldn't turn my head.
Bon.
Ridiculous. It's all just speculation, circumstantial evidence. At best, you can't prove any of it.
Why are you so close to your mic?
You're so close to your mic. Sorry. Because I literally was close to my mic to say that line. Which
Yeah. And Edgeworth was getting the ick from it.
If you at least had the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun. You know, ballistic markings. But no, that bullet is at the butt of the leg. You can go dredge it up.
I hate to say it, but he's right. I don't have anything concrete.
I thought not. Maybe now you can ferme the bush.
Hold
Dang,
it!
nap it!
Miss
How
Lloyd.
come she doesn't get hold of it? Now he's gonna come back, isn't he?
Of course. She could shed some light on this whole situation. I just need to get her to talk.
What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist? How about you shove this gun in your mouth? Gum? Yes. Tasty. Bullet flavored gum. Nah, never mind. That's what I thought, pussy.
Miss Lloyd! I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. You are a journalist, after all, are you not?
Dang it! I can't stay quiet any fucking longer! Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I think carefully before opening that stupid mouth of yours. I was so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all.
Always wear underwear?
I mean, that is number one on the list. Okay, fine. The second most important thing of all. Real journalists don't lie.
Unfortunately, I wish that were truer than it is.
Yep. Ain't no dang scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have showed you this before.
What is it?
It's a cat toy. It's a laser pointer I use on the president.
Makes
You know,
sense.
I thought that...
Makes sense. He is a lion, after all.
I was gonna make that joke, you bet me to it.
You know, apparently, like, lions and zoos will also chase laser pointer red dots.
Oh yeah, I know. They're literally just giant cats.
Well, that's all I've done. I never shot nobody.
Hang on. What was the Chinese word for this again? Because I gotta keep it accurate, you know. Bai Chi.
You bitchy! As I told you, you squeal and you go down as an accomplice. It was him. It was his hat, Mr. Krabs.
He was number one!
He told me to do it. I was at Jean-Paul's embassy, sniffing out a story, like I told you. This was 3 days back.
Miss Lloyd, you could get a little bit closer to your mic.
Jean-Paul. Is that better? Is that better?
In between.
In between.
I was at Jean-Paul's embassy, sniffing out a story, like I told you. That was 3 days back.
Oh, Embussy is back. Lovely.
Listen, I'm not letting the joke die. Don't let it die.
Okay, I will not let the joke about you pretending that Tsurugi Yashiro isn't a villain die.
Oh my god, he's not a villain!
There, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. Keep the joke alive.
This is why I'm gonna kill myself.
Never kill yourself. Only kill imaginary.
That's true, but we don't have imaginary, so I can only kill myself. But Yashiro, he's not a villain!
Yeah, good joke.
I'm gonna die.
He
No
comes up
dying
to me
allowed
out
on
of the blue, just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you exclusive access to the president, that kind of stuff.
But what about the gun in the trash can?
That I don't know nothing about, I swear it. All he told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood and to point that there pointer at the president. I never thought for a minute it blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry, truly I am.
Thank you, Miss Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. It ought to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham.
Ugh, what's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you?
No. My sympathies, you fucking horse. Had you successfully removed me from this case as you'd intended,
I'm not fucking any horses.
perhaps then you could have kept your pawn quiet.
Yeah. What's this?
Oh dear, he's dead. That man is dead.
That man is dead. Damn.
So let me get this straight.
Hey, a man just died.
You told Tabby. Okay, a man just died.
Yeah, I know, let me talk. If you let slip about our big assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder. Was that a good impression? Or something like that?
Okay, don't do impressions of the dead.
But it's funny!
Of all the dirty... I said no such thing! Look, I'm alive again! I mean, I'm just a ghost, I don't know.
Why you
President
got
Wang.
tick now?
Give it up, horse. It's time we came clean. It's our only choice. So, Mr. President, you admit it? You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination at him? I do. I'm sorry.
But why? Why do something like that?
My popularity has been on the wane back home. I thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me the boost I needed.
Oddly topical.
Interesting.
I know what we did was wrong, so yes, it was all lies. All of it.
And the bullet in the vest?
It was planted ahead of time. I wasn't hit by anything today.
Today. Does that mean you were hit with something at some other point? But then, what was up with the killer?
Well, I was struck by a smooth criminal.
Hit by a smooth criminal.
Our plan got out somehow, and then he disappeared, hell-bent on turning our fake assassination into a real one.
Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. He'd hoped to get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job.
There is one thing I don't understand, though.
Oh, and what would that be?
Why did Rook have to die? If the whole thing was fake, how did he wind up getting killed for real?
That's true. And therein lies the real question. Gee, I wonder who in this case, who's been waving guns around and doing weird faces, might be the killer.
I wonder if he did because he was just like, no, I'm number one! I'm number one!
Or since he's apparently important enough to have a voice line, maybe he's implanted in whatever organization we're gonna be flushing out in this game.
More likely, yeah.
And maybe Rook knew something. That's true.
Yeah.
And therein lies the real question.
He was a fine bodyguard. The best, in fact. He may not have been a native to Zhongfa, but he was someone I could fully trust.
Mr. Rook must have been really something in gaining the trust of someone who'd hide from his own shadow.
Oh, I get it now. It's a Wizard of Oz reference. He's the Cowardly Lion.
Makes sense. Sounds like he was as trustworthy a president as I am to you, huh, sir?
I believe that's for me to say, Detective, not you. Mr. Rook must have known about the plan too, then, correct?
He wasn't aware of any specific details, so not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused.
You would have done well to listen to him.
This is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted.
What's so great about him anyway? He's a loser, an asshole, and he got weird hair.
What's gotten into him?
Almost like he's jealous or something.
He was just another piece of the board. There's to protect you, nothing more. I'm so much better than him. I mean, my cock is so much larger. I have a gun.
Force? How could you?
Who wasn't actually well along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Well, that pious coward backed down when you needed him to step up the most. I'm imagining nipples.
I value your support too, of course, but...
Look, I'm your chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters. I can give you head now in place of him, Mr. Rook. And now that spineless fool Rook is gone, things are gonna change around here. Now all the other guards have to give me head as well. Thanks to me, genius strategist, grand master, rightful leader of this team.
We are all well aware of your ambitions, Knight. But doesn't this seem a little imprudent to you?
And why? My plan this time was perfect, as they always are, and as they always will be.
That's quite a statement. Especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure.
Yeah, no thanks to you. And the buffoon Rook.
And how exactly was it Castle Rook's fault?
If he had died, the killer would have never come after me. And I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane.
Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that.
Fine. The guy died protecting you, Mr. President. I'm sure that's what he always wanted. Gross.
But did he die protecting the president?
Wait! I thought the whole assassination thing was fake.
Come on! Do I have to spell everything out twice? I can't even spell that well. We played the fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. R-E-E-L, right? 2 shots were fired, remember?
No, we're not showing a film. We're also not catching fish.
Like you said, Edgeworth, one of them was a bullet I shot through that balloon. But the second, that wasn't me.
Are you sure it wasn't? Oh, really? Then who did fire it?
The real assassin, but not the killer. His plan was to come after the president with a knife. Can you imagine? I know knives are good for close combat, but still. No, the most likely suspect here is the piece cowering in the corner over there. Our lily white queen over there. What incarnation? Miss Lloyd? Again with this, I'm not your danged assassin! Fuck off! But is that really true? I, for one, don't believe it. I mean, look at you. You're just so sus. What about you, huh, horseface? Don't call me that! The gun in the trash can. It can only belong to you. Are we sure about that? As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back into the plane. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. Miss Journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can. You know, one that's,
So
only
you don't
issued
actually...
to personnel. But anyway.
So you don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you? Also, if this is the gun that shot the balloon, and Knight shot the balloon, and this gun has been fired twice.
Interesting. I wonder.
How did it get from Knight's hands to Lloyd's hands without anyone noticing? So you don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you?
The knight doesn't protect the rook, Edgeworth. Come on, you played chess before, haven't you?
Once or twice.
He protects the king!
What does Elvis have to do with this?
Uh-huh. You want to translate? I don't know nothing about chess.
He means that his only concern was protecting the president.
Lose the king and you lose the game. Isn't that the first rule of chess? Huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
I thought the first rule of chess was that white goes first.
Shut up!
But a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed.
Doesn't matter, it's still a victory. I kept the president safe. I win and you lose.
Well,
This was my perfect victory! That's right, Al! I win! Sorry.
Well, it's a bit early to be calling our little match in any case, for this is where our battle really begins.
This I don't know why, but Mr. Horseface reminds me of Light Yagami if he was like stupid.
So, Light Yagami.
Light's not stupid. He at least has like, you know, at least like some intelligence. He thinks he's smart.
If he's not stupid, how'd he get caught?
He got cocky.
Yeah, because he's
like,
stupid.
He's like, IBL? That means I'm good. I'm good forever. Surely his successors won't be smarter than him. He was wrong.
Hold it!
The victim really didn't take part in your little plan, then, did he?
Nope, and we kept him in the dark on the details.
So he really thought the president was in danger? But wait, must have noticed that the shot came from right next to him?
Maybe he did. Guess we'll never know. Because he's fucking dead. Maybe he did know that it was a sham. He still has a job to do. He still had to protect his king.
And he was able to make a judgment like that in a split second. Impressive. He really was as capable as they say. 10 times as capable as you.
I was gonna make that joke. That's so capable that I couldn't read him like a book. Shut up. I'm way more capable than him. I mean, like, his head game is on point. But anyway, I made it so he had no choice but to go along with our little performance. I love working here when I secure the president in the safe room.
Hold it!
Why do that? You and the president both knew the whole thing wasn't real.
But it had to seem real. There were people everywhere. Nipples. Nipples. It's not a good look, right? Imagine if someone had spotted a man who'd just been shot at. Hang out in his place, sipping grape juice like he didn't have a care in the world.
And what was the victim doing during all this?
Who knows? I was in the safe room, like I said. Anyway. When he came back out, Rick was lying there on the ground, fucking dead.
Where on the ground, exactly?
Right where he is now, the middle of the floor. The door to the outside was shut, though. Imagining door nipples now. Guess the bullet must have hit him right before he closed it.
I believe they're called knobs.
Many door nipples. Thanks to his little blunder, my whole plan fell apart.
Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk that way!
He may have kept you safe, Mr. President, but he isn't here to save your good name. Only I can do that with my powers of persuasion and my giant cock. And my gun. I'll call that dereliction?
Dereliction.
Dereliction?
Correct.
Of duty.
Dereliction.
Okay, dereliction of duty. What would you call it?
Duty.
Shut up. Shut.
An honorable try, which is more than what you'd give, I'd say.
Sorry, but that's just how it is. That's how the cookie crumbles, as they say.
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done. Hun tricks don't miss. Miss Journalist must have shot Brooke while we were escorting the president off stage.
Hold it!
Weren't you and Mr. Rook both carrying bulletproof attaché cases?
Yeah, opened them right after Rook spotted the laser sight. We moved to covering positions and used them to shield the president.
So the bullet that hit Mr. Rook traveled through a gap in that defensive shield? Do you really believe Miss Lloyd to be that skilled a marksperson?
No, she was aiming for the president. That makes her a lousy shot.
So it was pure coincidence that Mr. Rook was hit? And the bullet simply happened to find its way past your attaché cases and through the gap in his vest?
Seems crazy to me, too. But the facts are the facts. It was a shot in a million, but the shooter hit the bullseye, and the proof is in your hands. So you killed the shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can.
Hold it!
So the second shot had nothing to do with you?
Right. That one was fired by your little friend. Imagine the scoop she'd have bagged if it had hit its mark. I imagined. I'm a journalist, you're here. I don't make facts, I report them. Yeah, a journalist who signed up to a fake assassination plan in the hopes of getting a story. What a loser. That's not... Look, I'll admit it. I set the whole thing up. And your role was to aim the laser pointer at the president. It's not my fault that wasn't enough for you. You need a huge scoop. You were the one who decided to bring a gun to the party. Who knows, maybe you thought if you kept on shooting, you could shut me up too? God, can't believe that. The audacity.
So, Mr. Knight's suggesting that he first fired one shot, and then Miss Lloyd fired one more.
Yeah, basically implying that Tabby also had a gun on her. Beats me where she could have got one from, but hey.
That's just a theory. A gay theory.
Theory.
Thanks for watching. His entire testimony is pure conjecture. He can't prove any of it.
You're right. Let's hit him with some cold, hard, undeniable evidence.
Okay, how do they want me to approach this?
Last one, I assume, and present what's in the trash can. Like, present, like, maybe the gun. Be like, yeah, so, like, same model as the victims. Which indicates to me that is yours. LOL. Live, laugh, love.
Well, the gun, it says found in a trash can, so, like, this isn't a contradiction.
No. What are the other statements? It's definitely the gun you have to present.
Objection!
Oh no, it was that one! Look at me. I just know Ace Attorney so well. What can I say? I wrote this game, you know? You're welcome.
What I can say is this game is fucking stupid. So you
Well-
contend that it was you who shot the balloon, and Miss Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook? Are you sure about that?
Sure, I'm sure.
Well, what you've proposed would indeed match up with the total number of shots heard. The gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice. Now, why would the supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple, because it was planted. Planted by the real perpetrator of the crime.
They fake the evidence? It's never happened in a case before.
Yes, and if you think about it, their reason for doing so is obvious. To ensure that whoever found the gun would conclude that the shooter had been in the spectator area. And in order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one weapon.
I get it. So that's why it got 2 spent rounds, huh?
Precisely. As we've already proven, the bullet that burst the balloon came from a different weapon. Which makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either.
Heh, nice work, Edgy. That's some high-grade sleuthing. But why don't you get to the point? You come this far, spit it out!
Hot tour.
Ew! I'll save that for later.
That's what I thought you'd say, you dumb fucking horse. Oh, I intend to, don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook was...
Wow, I wonder who it could be.
You fucking horse! You're the one who murdered the castle!
Oh! Ooh! Finally got up the courage to say it, huh?
Surely not. Surely you wouldn't have.
It wasn't only Shelley the Killer who tried to Shelley to kill in this fake murder plot. You Shelley to killed Mr. Rook, hoping that he would look like an accidental victim of the bungled assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room and the door of the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rook. Alone. Together. You engaged it. And that was when the third bullet was fired. Right into your colleague's body.
Objection!
Objection.
Wait. You really claim there's a third one now? You said only 2 guns were heard. Want to tell me how that works?
Plane is soundproof, duh.
Objection!
Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, you dumb fucking horse. If you close the door,
Calling
nothing
you
can be
that!
heard from the outside, not even gunfire.
The president right next door.
Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President?
No, I didn't hear anything.
But you can observe this room through your security feed, can you not?
The camera in this room isn't normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room.
We still don't have any explanation for this plushie, by the way.
Do we want one?
I want one.
And that's what you did this time too, right?
Well, that is...
What's gotten into him? Cowardly Lion! This is vitally important!
Please, President Wing!
Fine, I was busy hiding under the bed covering my ears.
What? Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real? What the fuck?
Yes, because I hate the sound of guns. Just the slightest hint of that awful noise and oh, it's just too much.
I am bamboozled. Ooh. That there's sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish.
Dumb fucking horse! You saw that President Wang was cowering beneath the bed? And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room hadn't been switched on. Which means you knew that the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot straight at Mr. Rook.
Right? How could you? Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly?
You think I killed the old half-wit? You don't trust me much, huh? This is the thanks I get for putting my life on the line for you day after day? Fuck you!
I want to please you, but...
I don't get it. I just don't fucking get it. What is there to doubt here? What, you don't believe that the girl over there could have done it? Isn't she way more sus than me?
No, because this gun isn't the murder weapon. We know this from the number of bullets fired.
Yeah, well, you know there wasn't a spent bullet from the start. I'm just imagining bullet titties, bullet nipples.
We don't need to keep this. Did you hear my line?
Yes, I was just waiting to see if you would keep ad-libbing.
No.
Someone could have fired a bullet from the gun yesterday or the day before. Imagining daytime nipples. No. Then today, another. The one that hit Rook. Imagine Mr. Rook's nipples. Oh yeah, I want those in my ass.
Okay,
That's
You're
pure
possessed.
speculation, pal, and you know it.
Girl, you're possessed.
Maybe. But can you prove it's not?
Not with any certainty, no.
You're nothing without conclusive proof, so come on.
He's
Come
wanting.
on, what? Come on,
He's
what?
wanting on what?
Single piece of evidence straight through my heart. I dare you. Shot through the heart. Darling, you give love a bad name.
Whoa! Squidward has no hair! Squidward has no hair!
Well, what are you waiting for?
An engraved invitation.
There must be something. Mustn't there, Mr. Edgeworth? We can't prove it, Tabbies. Please, Ruffles.
Mr. Edgeworth. I messed up. I know I did. I should never have done what I did, not even for a scoop.
Also, I'm pretty sure in the original script she's calling him Kenji-san because in the fan translation, at the points where she calls him Ruffles, it just says Mr. Prosecutor.
Interesting. I wonder why they decided to change it to Ruffles.
But murder? Nah, that ain't me. Ain't a murderous bone in my body.
For added flavor, obviously. Duh.
Duh.
Conclusive proof. If only I could prove that Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Wait, perhaps I can.
If you at least had the bullet to burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you could have run forensics to see if it had my gun.
If we had the bullet that killed Castle Rook,
Watch, this
Forensics
would be the bullet in the vest.
forensics could tell us which gun it was fired from. Well, it can't be because that bullet was planted days ago.
Unless a new bullet was swapped. That's my thought.
No proof, no case. End of conversation.
So you think Knight intentionally pulled the planted bullet out of the bulletproof vest and angled it perfectly so that his bullet would go through Rook and into the vest?
Listen, I don't know. I don't know.
This game could be that stupid.
Objection!
I'm just saying.
Hold it right there.
What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof?
Of course I do.
This ought to be good. Alright, bring it on. Show me this proof of yours.
Well, if it went through Rook and went fully through him to the other side, he could just pick up the bullet and then move it. That's what he could have.
Is it a good idea? No. They could have.
Bullet that killed Mr. Rook is the key to ending our little game. Very well, my conclusive evidence is not in my possession. Not currently in my possession.
Alright then, thanks for playing both, but that's game over.
However, it is here in this room.
What?
It's just in him.
As we know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back to an earlier conversation. After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest.
He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse.
But now, of course, we know that the so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made to look as if it had been hit by a bullet. Which begs the question, where is the real bullet?
Like a twist. This is good stuff, Edgy. Come on then, don't keep us edging.
I've been hearing that joke since college, and I never liked it.
Take that!
Okay, no, it's not. Okay, very good.
Are you gonna pull a bullet out of it?
Not today, I'm afraid. You'll have to wait a little longer for that.
Sure, I can wait. Shall we say tomorrow? I'll pick you up at 8. Can't wait to see you pop that little guy out.
And by little guy, I mean your dick.
Better get practicing, Mr. Magician.
This is where Mr. Rook was killed, I'm sure of it. So where did the bullet end up? And wasn't there something in this room that struck me as odd as well?
Is it actually?
There's something very clearly missing from this room.
Yeah, a prosecutor with some common sense. Oh, I know. That was a good one. Good job.
Was it though?
Good job, Bronco.
Take a look at the bank of security monitors.
Oh!
I see you've caught on, Mr. President. Splendid. There are screens here showing views from all around this airplane, inside and out.
Oh my goodness, so the plushie is important. That's crazy. We
The
actually
only
do get to talk about plushie.
The only external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft. And that's because one of the monitors is missing. Please stop coming while I'm incriminating you.
Sorry.
There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President?
There was. I have no idea what my plushie is doing there, Faldo.
It's his! Oh my god!
No, Mr. President, I must ask, where did you get that plushie to?
It appears to be someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. But where did it go and why? The why is easy enough to answer. Because it was struck by a bullet. Or if we were to believe that the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed.
So, where did the missing monitor go?
Where indeed? I believe that it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. Perhaps under that trap door we've already established exists. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside of the aircraft. Defective Gumshoe, conduct a search if you would.
Right away, sir! Mr. President! Extraterritoriality, remember?
I have no objection to the search. Please, go ahead.
What?
If it will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook, I will not stand in your way.
Will you? I don't believe this.
Believe it.
Rook this, rook that. Don't you ever think about anybody else? God, why is he on your brain all the time? Was his head game that good?
The search has been authorized, Defective, if you wouldn't mind.
Sir, I found the monitor, sir!
Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet.
Let's see. I put my hand in here and just... Come on, got it!
Well, would you look at that? Blued. And fresh Detective Gumshoe fingerprints. Thank you, Detective Gumshoe.
You're welcome.
This is the bullet that killed Castle Rook. There's no doubt about it.
Nope.
Bloody bullet data jotted down in my organizer. Found inside a security monitor. This seems to be the bullet that killed Rook. And there you have it, you dumb fucking horse. The single piece of evidence you requested, straight through your heart. Even you must now admit, if this bullet didn't come from the spectator area gun, then Miss Lloyd cannot be Mr. Rook's killer. What, no pithy comeback? Defective,
Come
have
on, you,
forensics.
shut up.
Defective, have forensics analyze the bullet for striations and compare them to the gun we found.
Yes, sir! Look at the evidence you need. You can count on it.
Alright, let's hear what forensics has to say.
Our findings are as follows, sir. Firstly, the blood on the bullet is indeed that of the victim.
Proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook.
Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun. Check and mate, bitch.
Probably from when I handed all the evidence over to him. Now for the key part, the striations. If they're not a match, then Miss Lloyd is in the clear.
Also, the striations on the bullet are a match with this weapon.
What? But how could that be?
No way!
What? I pressed the button. No! Hang on!
Wait.
Okay. We're good. Oh, come on! There's no doubt about it, sir. This is the gun that fired the bullet.
Oh!
Well, isn't that something? Here goes the proof that I was right and you were wrong. Oh, don't cry about Edgeworth. What's the matter? You didn't think you had me back to the corner, did you? Guess you misread the board. Haha, because the only one back to the corner here is you.
Okay, I guess we're ending there for the night.
Very good. They really should have just done like middle, honestly. This doesn't feel like a ladder. I mean, it is a ladder, but like, you know.
I do not have high hopes for this game's last case not being dragged out to shit like the last games.
Oh, it's definitely gonna happen. It's fine.
Yeah.
What can you do
So
when you live in a shoe?
so that's gonna be it for tonight, chat. If y'all had fun, hope y'all will join us on Starburst channel on Monday.
Yep.
All right, Monday stream of of 4 Resident Evil, where
Oh, we'll get to Scarlet Water.
where Star will probably make it to the island,
Yes, probably.
and then come back here on Tuesday stream, right?
We.
Okay, Tuesday stream for more Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations 2 with proper graphics and dog shit pacing, apparently. Good night, chat. Loves y'all. Bye.
Bye, Switch. I love you all. Bye.